Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel. And my gosh, yes, I am well aware that it has been a very long time, more than a month, more than 2 months, possibly knocking on 3 months' door since we were last together, since I last created a YouTube video for all of you to enjoy. And I have missed everyone, and I have missed Farm Sim. I've missed doing this thing that, creating content for YouTube and all of that. I have missed that, but I've been so busy. Now, before we get too involved in this video, this is just going to kind of be a random video, me kind of talking and doing some stuff on the farm or on a farm. We are on the brand new Shamrock Valley farm. This is the new map that just came out, I believe, last week, late last week. And as I'm recording this episode, it is Thursday, the 13th of September. I've been back from vacation less than a week. We got back last weekend. And so here we are. So anyway, I'm going to kind of go ahead and get going. There's a few things that we're going to do this video, and I'm going to point out some things that you're probably going to notice that's maybe a little bit different from my normal videos that I make. And one of the things is I'm not using the seasons mod. Hopefully that is not going to be too big of an issue for folks. I think every now and again one needs to make some changes, maybe change the way that they do things a little bit, and that is one of the approaches that I'm taking as far as what I'm doing with this particular video. And I don't even know if this is going to be a series. This really is just me kind of coming back into this thing, this content creation thing. Now, I'm going to assume that you guys have probably already seen some videos discussing this map, showcasing this map and everything. I will just bring up the map and yet let you look at it. Haven't really done a whole lot of change as far as adding in new fields. I think the only field that I have purchased is field number 4, which is a grass field that we're going to go and cut here in just a moment. And I've also purchased the area that I'm going to take you to next, right up here on top of the hill. This is a flat placeable area. I don't really know how much it sells for. I can't remember now. Not a whole lot of money, but I have started putting some placeables up here. Cow mixing station. I've put in a round bale storage facility, and put in another equipment storage here, and it's going to kind of be where we're going to keep some of our equipment and everything for the purpose of this particular series. Now, again, I do just want to point out again that I have chosen to get in on the wrong side of the tractor, that's for sure. But I have chosen to not play the Seasons mod with this particular series, or at least this particular episode, as my foot was on the accelerator. And, again, I think it's, as I've always said, and I've said this many times before, and I'm sure that at some point in time you guys may get tired of me repeating some of the same catchphrases and everything that I've often used over the last several years that I've been doing this. There is no right or wrong way to play this game, to play Farm Sim 17. By the way, folks, I'm very much looking forward to Farm Sim 19 coming out. I have been watching some of the videos, and I've seen some of the postings and everything from Giants, and just let me tell you that I think that is just fantastic. And I'm going to share more about that over the course of the next few videos that I will release over whatever period of time that I'm going to be releasing videos, and I'll try to remember to cover that as well. But anyway, there's no right or wrong way to do this. The Seasons mod adds a whole heck of a layer of immersion and complexity and everything to the game. It has changed the game in so many ways, just like the soil mod did for Farm Sim 15. But sometimes there comes a time that maybe you just kind of want to break away from that, because if you've played with the Seasons mod, much like if you would have used the soil mod for FarmSim 15, then you know that there's certain things that you got to do. You got to do it that way pretty much all the time. With the seasons mod, depending on how many game days per season you're playing, you're pretty much going to be committed to quite a lot of gameplay before you can really do a lot. And I think one of the things that I found, and of course I have just been so busy, and that was one of the reasons why I had to take a break from YouTube, was because I was just so darn busy. But at least for me, and I don't know if it is for you, you guys can admit to it if you want to, otherwise no big deal. But I often get a little bit bored with a map. There have been some maps that I genuinely like. Waffles, for example, that's a map that I think I could just play forever and ever possibly. But some of these other maps, I have sort of gotten bored with them, and so as a result of that, playing with the seasons mod. Hopefully we're doing a swath here. Okay, so with the seasons mod, obviously, you're sort of committed. If you're playing 3 game days per season, that's a little bit too short. If you're playing 6 game days seasons, probably 6 to 9 is kind of that sweet spot for me. But still, you've got a lot to do. I tried to maybe go big, maybe go a bit too big, too much to do and everything, but trying to keep things as entertaining as possible for you all. And sometimes, again, you just kind of have to say, I've got to enjoy this as well. And so anyway, I really don't know how many episodes I'm going to make on this map. It may just be a few. It may be a half dozen. It may be a dozen. I don't really know. I've got my eye on another map that I might do. We are about 2 months away from the release of FarmSim 19. So, I wanted to, when I saw the information about this map a few weeks ago, I thought, well, this would be a really cool map to play. I haven't really done a map that is situated in Ireland, and so this will kind of be my opportunity to spend a bit of time farming in what might be, set in Ireland. And it's very beautiful map. I very much enjoy it. But whatever the case is going to be, whatever course I choose to plot with the Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel, is I'm going to be doing things much different than I had done them in the past. Some things are going to be noticeable, some things maybe not so noticeable, and you guys might not even notice that I'm doing things differently. But one of the big things that I'm going to do, and this may be a little difficult for me just because in my real world, in my IT life, my IT world is very structured. What I mean by that is I have, obviously I have a start time in which I usually begin my day, and sometime in the evening there's hopefully a finish time that I get to go home and relax a little bit and spend some time with the wife and do those kind of things, and obviously play FarmSim 17 and Flight Sim and Truck Sim and some of the other things that I enjoy, and of course record content for you all. But I think I was just working way too hard trying to keep the channel, keep a channel schedule. I'm not going to do that. You guys, I will apologize now if it's such a night and day kind of difference, because this is almost like a 180-degree turn for me. But I'm not going to be doing a schedule. I will make videos when I can. I will release videos when I can. I will make, I'm not going to make any promises whatsoever as far as how many videos you guys are going to see per week, per fortnight, per month. No guarantees. I'm going to do this for fun. I'm going to do this to pay back, to give back, to help others. That's very important to me. It's very important to me. And I think that's one of the things that I have missed perhaps the most, has been being available for all of my friends, my old friends, new friends, friends that I don't know that I have yet. Is just being available and helpful, helping, and that's what I like about the channel. That's why I started this whole thing a couple of years ago, I guess now. So no schedule. Videos will come out when they come out. I will do my best to make sure that I don't appear to have pod faded. That's a sort of a term for podcasters when they take sort of an unexpected hiatus, as the term is pod fade. I would say being away from the channel for as long as I have this particular time, and this is not the first time that I've kind of taken a break from things, but anyway, I would definitely classify that as have pod faded. But the good news is I'm back, and I always had the intentions of coming back. I did think, I wasn't really sure when I would be able to come back. I wasn't sure if I was going to just wait until Farm Sim 19 came out and then sort of say, woohoo, here I am, I'm back again, or if I would try to get back, before then. And so obviously that's the way that it's worked out, and I'm very, I guess I'm very thankful that I've had the opportunity to come back. My travel schedule, obviously I just got back from vacation, and I will probably wait until the next episode or so before I go into a whole lot of detail about our vacation. But needless to say, it was a lot of fun. It was very relaxing for the most part, and I've got a few little stories that I'll tell that some of you all might find interesting, so look forward to hearing those kind of down the road. But I also wanted to send out some kind-hearted thanks. And when I say thank you, generally, I want you to know that I truly, truly mean it. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. It's not just words that I utter. It's something that I really genuinely mean. And I want to thank so many of you all, and I'm not going to name names because I don't have my list or anything handy, but so many of you all have reached out to me and stayed in touch with me, not pressuring me, not, sort of bugging me about when another video is going to come out or anything, but just genuinely checking in with me and saying, hey Jerry, how are you? And that means so much to me, because that means that you guys look to me as a friend, as just a human being, instead of a network content creator or whatever. So I really, really appreciate that. And as a matter of fact, nobody has actually hounded me on any of, when am I coming back and bugging me and everything. I think you all just sort of understand that, and many of you are also working professionals, and that, those kind of things must come first. They always must come first. And our lives, our family lives, our school, our church commitments, our commitments to our friends, and those kind of things. But I want you to know that you all are my friends as well, and I've thought about you all so many times over the last several weeks and months and everything. And I tell you, I really intended to post more things on Discord, but I had some problems with my Android's Discord app, and that I never really got sorted when I was on vacation. And I kind of realized that, hey Jerry, you're on vacation, quit messing about with this stuff. But you might have seen some postings that I posted on Facebook or whatnot. And so I was doing some plane spotting. Obviously, we spent some time at Heathrow and spent some time at London City. But I also did some tractor spotting as well. We stay in the countryside of Kent, the county of Kent, which is in the southeast portion of England. And we stay out there, and we have a condo, or not a condo, but we have a little cottage that we stay in. And this is about the third or fourth time that we've stayed at this particular place, and we really enjoy it a whole lot. Well, like I said, it's in the countryside of Kent County in England, and of course, we're there in the very late August and very early September time frame. So there's quite a bit of tractors and stuff that's out and about. I didn't see any harvesting necessarily. I saw some signs that things had been harvested, but I didn't see any harvesting going on. But I did see quite a few tractors and everything, and it was really cool to kind of watch that and see the differences kind of between our American standard of farming and stuff like that versus how they do things over there. And of course, I enjoy playing on British maps, English maps, whatever, or in this case, a good old Irish map. I've got some Irish roots in my blood, and so it's good to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and fold this guy up, and we're going to go ahead and drive him on back to the farm. We're going to pick up the Kloss tractor, and we're going to see if maybe these windrows are small enough. You might remember, if you've been part of this channel for a period of time, you might have remember that back on Thornton Farm, we gave the big Corona baler a try on that map, and the performance of it just isn't very good. It's certainly not anything like it was in Farm Sim 15. Now, I don't know if that is simply because they have tried to make it a little bit more realistic, even though I did quite a bit of research at the time and saw folks baling grass, turning it into silage bales with much smaller tractors than what I typically use with that particular baler. But in any event, we're going to give it a try on this map and see how that works out, and, because I really do like that baler. Of course, I like the Corona Big M here. Of course, our good friend Doug Zorley, who actually, if you might have noticed, if you're part of the Discord channel, the Simulation Gaming Society, SGS Discord channel, then you might have seen a video that Eustace Farmer posted. Eustace Farmer posted a video that Doug Zorley is under the weather. Doug Zorley has the man flu, and I will tell you, the man flu is a real thing. If you've ever had it, you know that it knocks you out and everything, and I've had it many times, but that is what Doug Zorley is suffering from right now, and so he is not making any videos right now, and I don't know how long he has been sick. I will tell you that since we just got back from vacation, I have been struggling to try to figure out what time I'm supposed to sleep, what time I'm supposed to be awake, and all that good stuff. And so the jet lag is kicking my tail end just a little bit, and I think it's because, you know, I'm knocking on the year 52 in just a couple of weeks, about 3 weeks time. Yours truly will turn 52 years old. And of course, the last time I traveled internationally was 2 years ago, and that I was 50 at that particular point in time. Now, I really don't think that there's a huge difference between 50 and 52. Yes, there's a big difference between 40 and 52, or 52 and 62, or whatever. So I don't really think that there's a huge difference between 50 years old and 52 years old, as far as that kind of stuff goes, as far as the impact of jet lag and all that stuff. But I've just noticed that with this particular trip, that it has taken me much longer to get over the whole jet lag thing and all that stuff. So I'm going to take a little pause here because A, I need to get something to drink, and B, I need to remember how to get this baler turned on, and when I come back, we'll be all set and ready to go. All right, well, hopefully we are set here, so we'll see how this goes as far as performance goes. One of the tips and tricks that we had figured out was that the smaller the windrow, the better that the baler would perform. And of course, I think possibly on Thornton Farm, I was using a huge windrower, huge rake, and it was really lowering that speed down to around 1 to 2 miles an hour. This one's doing a little bit better at 4 miles an hour, not too bad. But that's just the windrow directly off the Big M. So I think I was probably not using the Big M on Thornton Farm. I can't remember. I think I was just using a tractor and mower decks. But I was probably raking, 3 or 4 windrows into one and making a gigantic swath. And so this is maybe doing a little bit better. Hopefully it will just keep on going here. So just looking at the time there, about 21 minutes on the clock. A little bit of that will fall off because I did have the pause just a few moments ago. But one of the things, again, just to kind of reiterate some of the things that I've already talked about is, it's not going to be a schedule. I'm going to try to make things entertaining. One of the things that I was impressed with during my hiatus is so many of you all that reached out to me, you did say, and I'm appreciative of this, but you did say that you missed the videos and everything, but nobody was real, upset or irritated or anything that I hadn't put anything out. But they're like, we miss your style, we miss the way that the stories that you tell and stuff like that. And so that certainly that's not going to change. But I'm just, I think what I was doing is I was burning the candle, not only at both ends, but I think I was burning it at the middle as well, because I was trying to, release 3, 4, 5 videos a week. I was doing, obviously, I work, 40-hour work week for me is easy. That's easy peasy. I don't have very many 40-hour work weeks at the end of the day. Most of them are closer to 55, 60. This week, coming back from vacation, it's probably going to be a 60-hour work week before it's all said and done. But hey, that's just the way things are, and I'm very appreciative to all that reached out to me and just said hello and whatnot. So again, I'm not sure if we're going to do a whole lot of if I'm going to cover every single step that is needed to farm here in Ireland. I mean, obviously today we kind of kick things off with a little bit of mowing and some baling. So I will obviously work on some of this as that bale goes rolling down the hill. That is one of the downsides to playing on a map that has non-flat fields, and all the grass fields on this map are pretty much have some elevation to them. So using round bells is obviously going to be a fun, challenging thing. But I wanted to use this baler, or I wanted to at least try it and see if it would perform better. And I'm okay with what it's doing now. It's all about the experience and everything. And again, I really enjoy it. And I think that at the end of the day, it does save you some time over the other method, which is obviously baling and then coming back around and wrapping those round bells with the coon wrapper. So this is, I think at the end of the day, I think the time that is saved using this versus the coon process is probably going to wash out, probably going to basically be about the same. But anyway, so I kind of just think that's really what I wanted to have as far as a first video. I will go ahead and in just a moment go ahead and take a screenshot here. Let's see, let's do something like this, and I'll cut that stuff off. So let's see, can I remember how to do that? There we go. Cool. So anyway, I think I'm starting to babble a little bit now, and that's just simply because my train of thought was focusing on trying to get that screenshot. But one thing that I'm going to commit to, or continue to commit to, is this will continue to be a family-friendly channel. I'm never going to change that. I've completely got away from all of the Patreon stuff. That doesn't work. That's not why I do this. I have not made a decision about YouTube advertising. You may still see some advertising there, but pretty much just going to have fun, I'm going to try to be more available on Discord. I'm going to try to be more available on the Discord channel for the Simulation Gaming Society as well. I really want to apologize to Dux Orley and Eustace Farmer for, just kind of having to take that hiatus away. I just reached a point to where I was about to go crazy trying to manage the YouTube channel, manage all the social aspects that go along with that, and also work, keep my head afloat, and all the travel and everything that was going on there in the summertime was just really, really crazy. But anyway, we're coming up on 30 minutes, and I like to keep my videos around that time frame. So I just want to say thank you once again for being friends, for staying subscribed to the channel. I don't really know if we've lost any subscribers. I haven't spent a whole lot of time watching those numbers, and I'm not going to. That's, again, part of this new start for me, is to not be focused on any of that stuff. None of that matters to me. I don't make a living this way. I make a living in my IT world. This is for fun. You guys are my friends. We're all in this together, so it doesn't really matter about those things, and that's just kind of the way things are going to go. Hopefully that bell doesn't roll right through the gate. So with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here and just say thank you all so much for watching, being friends, being subscribers to the channel. Please go over and check out the Simulation Gaming Society Discord channel. You'll get a link to that, or you'll see a link to that down below in the show notes. Also, please make sure you head over and give a subscribe if you're not already to Eustace Farmer's channel, as well as Dux Orley. Both excellent guys, excellent content producers, and more importantly, they're good friends of mine. So I really appreciate their friendship and their patience and understanding during the time that I was otherwise kind of away. So again, I will return. I will tell you all about my vacation to Belgium and also to England, and we'll share some more things and enjoy Farm Sim 17 until 19 comes out. Until next time, take good care of yourself and also of each other. God bless you all. Bye-bye.